Hello and welcome to the Arcane Reading Hall. If you are new, welcome and thank you for joining us. For those of you returning, welcome back. Please let me know in the comments how you like the story. Let's get straight into it. This story is titled, The 13th Chime.
The tower bells rang 13 times and every mage in the Sanctum knew what that meant. Someone had broken the binding. I dropped the ancient tome I'd been cataloging and ran for the central chamber, my apprentice robes tangling around my feet. The 13th bell wasn't supposed to ring. It hadn't rung in 300 years, not since the last time someone tried to open a doorway between worlds. Master Aldrich stood in the center of the chamber, his staff glowing with containment runes. Around him, the air itself seemed to crack and shimmer, like reality was splintering. Aldrich looked up at me and exclaimed, "Kessa, thank the old gods. I need your hands now." I'd only been his apprentice for 2 years, barely trusted with simple ward work. But his voice held no doubt. "What happened?" I asked. "Therion did something foolish. He's opened a rift in the eastern vault." Aldrich said. "Therion. Of course. The most talented mage in the Sanctum and the most reckless. He'd been obsessed with the Forgotten Archives, the sealed section where the Sanctum kept knowledge too dangerous to study." I rushed to Master Aldrich's side, placing my hands where he directed, on 2 of the 6 crystalline anchors that ringed the chamber. The moment my skin touched the crystal, I felt it. A pulling sensation like something on the other side was trying to claw its way through. "Hold steady. Don't let go no matter what you see," Aldrich said, voice stern. "What will I see?" I asked with fear in my voice. He didn't answer. The shimmer in the air grew brighter and suddenly I could see through it, not into our world but into somewhere else. A place of shadow and silver light, where things moved that had too many limbs, too many eyes. And standing in the eastern vault, visible through the chamber's scrying window, was Therion. His hands were raised, black smoke pouring from his fingertips. He was laughing. "He's not trying to close it. He's opening it wider," I yelled. "I know. He thinks he can control what comes through. He's wrong," Aldrich stated gravely. The pulling sensation grew stronger. My hands began to burn where they touched the crystal. Through the rift, I saw one of those shadow things turn its attention toward us. It had no face, but I felt it looking at me. Really looking like it could see not just my body but everything I was. "Kessa, listen carefully. In my study there's a blue glass bottle on the highest shelf. Inside is a gray powder. Fetch it quickly," Aldrich demanded, desperation in his voice. "I can't let go, you said." Aldrich cut me off and said, "I'll hold both anchors. You have 3 minutes. Maybe less." I pulled my hands away and the chamber groaned, the sound of stone cracking under impossible weight. I ran. The corridors of the Sanctum had never seemed so long. I took the stairs 3 at a time, burst into Master Aldrich's study and scanned the shelves. Books, scrolls, jars of herbs and stranger things. There, the blue bottle tucked behind a skull that definitely wasn't human. I grabbed it and ran back, my lungs burning. 2 minutes maybe. The tower shook. Somewhere below I heard screaming. When I reached the chamber, Master Aldrich was on his knees, both hands pressed to the anchors. His face was gray, his staff lying forgotten on the floor. The rift had grown. It took up half the room now and things were starting to push through. Not fully, not yet, but I could see their claws testing the edges of reality. "I have it," I said, gasping for air. "Pour it in a circle around the anchors. All 6. Don't break the line," Aldrich directed. I uncorked the bottle. The powder inside looked ordinary, like ash, but the moment it hit the air it began to glow. I moved quickly, pouring a steady stream, connecting each anchor in a perfect ring. The moment the circle closed, the chamber went silent. The rift was still there, still wrong, but it had stopped growing. The shadow things retreated, suddenly wary. "Now. We can end this. But you need to understand, what I'm about to do will seal the rift, but it will also seal Therion on the other side. With them." Through the scrying window I could see Therion more clearly now. He wasn't laughing anymore. He was fighting, throwing spell after spell at things I couldn't fully see. His robes were torn. Blood ran down his face. "There has to be another way." If there is, we don't have time to find it. Alderic gestured at him. The choice is his life or everyone in the Sanctum. Perhaps everyone in the kingdom. I looked at Therion. He was brilliant, arrogant, and careless. He'd brought this on himself. But I'd shared meals with him. He taught me a spell once when Master Alderic was too busy. He'd made me laugh. I steeled myself and asked, "What do you need me to do?" "Place your hands on the anchors again. When I speak the words, pour your will into the circle. Everything you have. Imagine the rift closing, and believe it more strongly than you've ever believed anything." I did as he said. My hands found the crystal still warm from his touch. Master Alderic began to chant in the old tongue, words that predated the kingdom, predated maybe even the Sanctum itself. The powder circle blazed brilliant white. I closed my eyes and pushed. I imagined the rift sealing like a wound closing, reality knitting itself back together. I believed it. I had to believe it. The pulling sensation reversed. Now it felt like we were pushing, forcing something back. The shadow things howled. I heard it not with my ears but in my mind, a sound like grief and rage mixed together. Through the scrying window I saw Therion look up directly at us. He understood. For just a moment his face wasn't afraid or angry. He looked almost relieved. Therion spoke in almost a whisper, "Tell my sister I'm sorry." Then the rift snapped shut. The chamber went dark. Silent. The 6 anchors crumbled to dust. I fell to my knees beside Master Alderic. We didn't speak for a long time. 3 days later I stood in the eastern vault. The Sanctum's senior mages had sealed the room with new wards, stronger ones. Where the rift had been, there was only smooth stone wall now. You couldn't even tell anything had happened. But I could feel it. A coldness in that spot, like something waiting. Master Alderic appeared in the doorway behind me. "You did well, Kessa," Alderic said. "Better than well. You saved us." "At what cost?" I asked, looking down at my hands. Alderic looked down. It's clear this was heavy on his mind as well. The cost was Therion's to pay. He made his choice when he broke the binding. I turned to face him. What was he looking for? In the forgotten archives. Master Alderic was quiet for a long moment. His sister died 5 years ago. Plague took her. He was trying to find a way to bring her back. My throat tightened. "Tell my sister I'm sorry." And did he? Find a way? If he did, he took the knowledge with him. Perhaps that's for the best. He turned to leave, then paused. "The Sanctum Council has decided. You're no longer my apprentice. As of today, you're a full mage. You've earned it." I should have felt proud. But I just felt tired. That night I dreamed of the rift. Of shadow things and silver light. And somewhere in the dark, Therion's voice, calling out coordinates like he'd found something. Like he was still trying to come home. I woke with my hand pressed against the wall of my chamber, where the stone was inexplicably cold. The tower bells began to ring. I counted. 12 chimes. Then silence. I held my breath, waiting. The 13th bell did not ring. Not yet.